As we are going throughout this upcoming weekend, things are going to be trending mostly dry, but still, unfortunately, going to be tracking more haze as we go throughout the next few days. Plenty of smoke into the upper levels. Let's go ahead and focus near the surface as we take you throughout this weekend. Does look like as we're going throughout the day on Saturday, by the afternoon, getting into the evening, newer data is suggesting we could be seeing some of that smoke mixing back down to the surface, making for some poorer air quality as we go not only throughout the day on Saturday, but even still could be lingering right there as we go across midnight, getting into the day on Sunday. So just things to keep in mind as you are planning out your weekend. Unfortunately, this smoke does look to be sticking around for the next few days, pretty much putting a damper on this upcoming weekend because otherwise it would be a beautiful upcoming next few days. Let's go ahead and walk you through it. Future view the rest of this evening past midnight tonight, continuing to stay mostly dry. We really do not talk about any appreciable chances for rain anytime soon. Still keeping it mostly dry as we go right here Saturday morning, getting into the afternoon hours of tomorrow. Still partly to mostly sunny. It's going to be some more hazy sunshine as we carry you right there throughout the day on Saturday, and even still carrying us overnight into the second half of the weekend by the time we're going into the day on Sunday. So really not going to be a lot to show you here. Again, mostly dry conditions. High pressure continues to stay in control of the weather pattern, and that's really going to be the case, not only as we are going throughout this upcoming weekend, but even still the drier weather does look to hold as we go into early next week. So not a ton of rain chances anytime soon. Let's go ahead and talk about live weather stations outside right now. Manistee, you're holding on to some upper 60s. Current number right now sits right there at 69 degrees. Cadillac, a little bit farther inland, will add a few more degrees to your current temperature in the mid-70s. Current number right there sits right now at 75 degrees. Temperatures were a little chilly for some as we woke you up from earlier this morning, and as we go farther inland, still again for the overnight period tonight, still we'll talk about some of those cooler values. 50s near the lakeshore, but farther inland, it's another run into the mids, even some upper 40s as we are starting off your weekend right there. Hazy sunshine, that's really going to be the main story as we go throughout the day tomorrow. Eastern upper tip of the Met. Here's a look at your temperatures getting into the afternoon. Still some 70s, could sneak in a few low 80s as you go a little bit farther inland away from the lakeshore. Western lower, your temperatures right here will take you right here throughout the mids, even some upper 70s as we get into the afternoon. Still a northwest wind will keep you right there at about 5 to near 10 miles per hour as we go throughout the day on Saturday. Even still your temperatures, sunrise side, eastern lower, could even work in a few more low 80s as we take you right there throughout the day on Saturday. Even still getting into some of our central counties by the time we're getting into the day tomorrow. I think we will add at least a few more degrees here. Still areas right near the Lake Michigan shoreline, some upper 70s, but farther inland, it's another run into the low 80s as we go right there into your Saturday afternoon. Let's go ahead and check in real quick with the marine forecast as we go throughout Lake Michigan. Again, even right there near the lakeshore, still some hazy sunshine, southwest winds at about 5 to 10 knots. Wave heights will be anywhere from around 2 feet or less, and similar conditions even as we take you right there towards the sunrise side, Lake Huron. Similar conditions with your temperatures still right there in the 80s as we go throughout the day on Saturday. Let's talk about the next 7 days. It's generally quiet and it's generally dry, Aaron, as we go not only throughout the weekend, but throughout most of next week. It's a small chance on Wednesday. Really not talking about appreciable chances returning for rain until we go into next weekend, and temperatures a little warmer too by next week. Will include some more 80s.